Yeah, I'm a game developer. I'm a designer at ROCKSTAR Games currently. I'm working on the next GTA.
Hey, how we all doing today? This is Ray. We're back at the DoPL Arcade. Welcome to another episode, actually episode
17.
Could you believe it, of Die or Pass level. I'm here with my boy Bran. How we feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling rolling around in a bomber jacket like my boy Fat Man from Metal Gear Solid. Just
All
happily rolling along, you know?
Here we have an awesome guest. I'm super excited to have our buddy Adam Morina here. We got connected through a mutual friend. I got your contact information, asked you to be on the podcast. You're super awesome and generous enough to join us. And frame one, I basically started messaging you about video games, and we've been basically talking gaming ever since I connected with you over getting on the podcast. So thanks for letting me talk your ear off or text your eyeballs out.
Yeah, anytime. Thanks for having me. I like geeking out about games anytime. So yeah, this is awesome.
This sounds like the stuff Adam's talking to you about, though. It's like, redacted, redacted. It's like a government, the blackouts from the government documents. Like, he can't talk to you about anything.
And that's because Adam, why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, I'm a game developer. I'm a designer at ROCKSTAR Games currently. I'm working on the next GTA, and I used to make indie games as a developer. I don't know how to explain it. It's like telling someone you're like a pro skateboarder or something. It's like a cartoon, you know? It's like not a real job. But it is my job.
Those, in my experience, are the best kind of jobs to have, man. So congrats.
Oh, thank you.
On scoring that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It definitely it was a lot of work. Yeah, it took years to break in. It's a tight-knit industry for sure.
Did you start off doing QA?
No, I didn't actually. I went to graduate school and I made indie games and I studied design, computer science, things like that. Had made these 2 games, and the second one is this game called Try Again. And it ended up doing really well on Steam. Like in the indie world, we've done like 90,000 downloads, I think, and really well reviewed. And we put it out for free. And it was like kind of my thesis mixed with this kind of specialized thing at USC that we got selected for. And while that was going on, Rockstar was involved, like looking and advising on all the games that year. My now boss recruited me to be a designer on his team.
What a Cinderella story.
Yeah, it really is.
What a dream story. What a dream scenario.
I wasn't able, because I'm such a console fanboy and I'm still working on getting my PC chops up. I was only able to watch the full gameplay playthrough of Try Again, and really cool stuff, man. I love the fourth wall breaking angle you guys took on that.
It was pretty crazy. I mean, like, we made it in 9 months with a full team of students. We worked nonstop, like obsessively, with no budget. USC gave us like an office. So we had this like little studio that we set up, and I don't know how we finished that game. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I can see a lot of the inspiration just in the gameplay. I'm gonna take a guess that you're a fan of Inside.
Massive.
Definitely gave me some Limbo and Inside vibes for sure. The story, it also gives me some Portal, which is cool.
Appreciate that. Yeah, those were the big influences. It was literally those, and Crash Bandicoot was the like thing we were trying to combine, and we were rip off Inside pretty hard actually.
It's a love letter. That's what I say. It's a love letter. You know?
Yeah, it's a love letter. Exactly, it's a love letter. And then we kind of added story because Inside obviously there's no dialogue or anything, and I don't think Limbo has any either. So we wanted to kind of do like a student AAA game, I guess was the kind of goal. Blending cutscenes into gameplay, and we got Nolan North to be a part of it, which was random.
Excuse me?
Whoa, yeah. Name drop.
I can't wait till your good friend Nolan North joins us on the podcast.
Oh yeah, definitely my good
Adam,
friend.
He's already looking past you, man. He's already looking past you.
Yeah, that came together in like the weirdest way. Nolan's like the nicest guy, and I haven't talked to him in a really long time, but he was so cool to do that for us. That was so rad.
Having that come together must have been a huge victory in and of itself.
Yeah, it was really random how that came together. I met him through my dad, because my dad used to work in the soap opera business, and Nolan used to work in the soap opera business. And so I met him when I was in like 8th grade, never interacted with him again. And then while we were making Try Again, there's this like subway section in the game, and we had all these like friends record voiceover for the subway. Got his email, and I emailed him this like huge thing. And I was like, we just want you to do like a background voice in the subway. And I sent him the game, like all the gameplay and like what we had. I gave him like my number at the bottom, and he texted me and was like, "Yeah, I'd be the lead in the game if you want." And I actually said no. I was scared, you know. He's like so established in games. I was like, this is gonna just take away. But then everyone was like, no, this is like the best, and it was the best thing ever. You know, like we wouldn't have any attention on the game without him. So
Nolan North doesn't do background voices.
that was
Voice
crazy,
actors,
yeah.
they're just like us.
And he has like a recording studio in his, in his home and stuff. For him, it was just, just a Tuesday, I guess. You know, for us, we were freaking out on Zoom, trying to direct him, I guess. Not that he needed any direction.
What are you playing? I'm curious if time even allows for you to be playing anything these days, Adam. What would you be playing, or what are you playing?
That's a really great question. I've been trying to play a lot more video games this year in my not working on video games time. I'm playing Death Stranding 2, which is crazy. I mean, graphically and just from like a environment design perspective, it's insane. I just got Borderlands 4 because it's another Take-Two company. Take-Two owns Rockstar and Gearbox, and I've played 10 minutes of it. And Rematch. I've been playing a lot of this game Rematch, which I really, really like. The soccer game by Slow Clap.
Crossplay has finally rolled out.
Yeah, they put it out.
For
Yeah.
Rematch.
I played on PlayStation, so I'm down whenever you guys want to play. Always down to hop on.
I'm an Xbox boy because it was free with Game Pass. I think I told you, but I convinced all my friends to get it, only to discover that crossplay was not implemented yet, and they were all pissed at me. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. How was I supposed to know that in 2025, a video game released without crossplay?
They got it in, they got it in somewhat quick, so that's good.
Yeah, definitely. Brandon, you playing anything currently?
As soon as I found out that Hades is coming out in less than 10 days, I'm gone, baby. You ain't gonna see me.
Yeah.
Everything's cleared out. My kids are not gonna be parented anymore. They are on their own. My wife and I put in so many hours into Hades. We're frothing for that sequel. My marriage is saved, guys. I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. No, it's not. Brandon, did you play Hollow Knight?
I need to catch up on stuff. I'm so behind on games.
I'm playing it. I played the original, but it's been so long, and going back into this world, it feels like I'm just back home. The controls are just as tight. Everything feels so familiar. I'm playing it. I'm like, dude, this is a Souls game. Yeah. This is a Souls game that's a side scroller, and you got to learn the patterns. You die over and over, and you got to go back. On your way to the boss, you get killed by something else. And you're like, dude, I hate this game so much.
That's like Nick Frank's favorite game. Like,
oh, really? Dude, I'm surprised we didn't talk about that.
He loves that game. Loves Hollow Knight.
Have you played Hollow Knight, Adam?
I've never played Hollow Knight, actually, and I didn't even know it was as hard as it was until I've just heard about how hard Silksong is. A lot of people at work were like stupidly hyped for Silksong, so it looks so good.
That was one that was like a weird story too. I think I read somewhere recently where the guy was like, I'm going to launch a platformer on my own, and then everyone's like ripping on him, being like, no way, man. Platformers are so oversaturated market. No one's going to care about this game. Good luck, bro. Like all this kind of stuff. It's like, look at him now. Look at him now.
That game started on Newgrounds as like this very simple, kind of like game jam game. I think it was called Hungry Night. And it was very simple, but they loved the character and they built on it. And now you have Hollow Knight. The eShop crashed, Steam crashed. People just like went crazy over Silksong.
Yeah, they're so sick. And yeah, I'm the same. Like I get so excited when those games do really well. And I feel like we're seeing that more and more. The indie studios are crushing it. Like Expedition 33 is like the best video game I've ever played in my life. It was so good. It's so good.
Better than Crash Bandicoot?
That's a tough one, actually. Because they're so similar. They're so similar. Like, I actually think those games might be opposite. Like, actually opposite.
We do that little questionnaire for guests before they come on. It's like, this guy keeps talking about Crash Bandicoot, dude.
I love Crash Bandicoot. I'm like, I wouldn't even make video games without Crash. I love Crash Bandicoot so much. It was also my first game, I like begged my mom for a PlayStation. She got me PlayStation 1 when I was 7. I think the first game I had was Crash 1, probably.
Jumping into a little bit of our Retro Now news. In the latest Nintendo Direct, Nintendo announced that they are re-releasing the Virtual Boy onto the Virtual Console. Are you familiar with the Virtual Boy, Adam? Did you ever stick your head into one of those?
I never did. That was like, I would just miss that window a little bit. Like I've seen what it looks like and it makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it was hideous. The games are kind of hideous. I'm going to purchase it.
Yeah, I said that's Ray bait, man. Guys, you gotta get it. You gotta get it, guys.
So I guess what they're going to do is you order it online from the Nintendo store. You open it up and you put your Switch inside of it. And it's got the mirrors and whatever else is needed to create the 3D effect inside of it. And so you close it up and then you put your head inside, and your Switch is effectively the Virtual Boy inside of the apparatus.
That's pretty cool. I wonder how many they're going to sell. Could be like a giant hit, or, again, just Ray or something. Well,
I've heard stories that back in the day, the Virtual Boy was being sold at toy stores for like $20. They could not sell them if they tried. So they were just like, just please get it off of our hands.
Take it, please. Get out of here.
Games were $3 a pop or something like that.
I think my dentist had one. I was like, I don't want this.
Just fill my cavities, man.
Yeah, I don't even want this. I don't even want the distraction.
Get that thing away from me. In other retro video gaming news, the Mortal Kombat collection has been announced and is releasing pretty soon. It's got like every version of Mortal Kombat up until the 3D era.
Can I say something about Mortal Kombat? They don't do like the mocap. That style is gone.
Yeah, it's 3D models now.
One, it was like always super jarring, the mocap. I was like, ugh, there's something like, I feel itchy watching this game. It feels weird watching this like mocap animation. But now you don't even have it. Like, that's the signature.
So you hate it if it has the mocap, and then you hate it if it doesn't too.
Yeah, like, it's like a car wreck I can't look away from.
Have you guys seen the footage of the new Virtua Fighter? It was like a technical demo, so I don't even know if it was proper gameplay, but it looks crazy.
I'm also so curious about that. When you see tech, where it's going, or like a novel gaming mechanic, your gears start spinning in ways that us regular gamers couldn't even fathom. Let's talk about Virtua Fighter, but after that, I'm curious to know like what other games have kind of like blown your mind.
Honestly, like, this is so corny, I guess, to say, but like, I swear to God, every single game I see, I'm like, how did they do that? Like, because it's so hard to make games, and I'm just like, how? Yeah, how? I was like playing a lot of Schedule 1 at the beginning of the year. If you guys know that game,
kind of got GTA kind of inclinations in there, right?
Yeah, it's like you sell drugs with your friends, basically. And, that was made by one guy, this kid, Tyler. You can feel, like, the Unity game engine, like, with it. You can, like, really tell that it's made in Unity, especially if you've, like, made a game in Unity. But it's just, like, so impressive, all the things he did in there and all the systems working together. And so, like, I thought that was really insane, like, the way you could, like, take items and it's, like, so, like, raunchy, where it's, like, I thought that was so sick. Yeah, the Virtua Fighter tech demo was mind-blowing because the blocking, like, I've never seen blocking like that in a fighting game. So I don't know how that's going to play, like, how that will feel.
It's not like a stock blocking animation. It seems like it's more involved.
Yeah, and the director had said that was like 70% there, like that system. So they clearly have something figured out. I just don't know how it'll translate. And then, yeah, the Clair Obscure combat system was ridiculous. That was just crazy. But it's like, yeah, every game, I swear to God, every game is so mind-blowing that they even get done.
One of my memories of like first being blown away by a video game and graphics and what it was doing is looking down at the water with my friend for like 5 minutes straight in Mario Sunshine. Yeah. You're like, why is this water acting so real? It's crazy.
Random people on the internet, they always just shoot water, and that's their like barometer of how 2025 a game is, or like 2017 a game is, or whatever. It's just like the water physics.
Seems like a hard one to manipulate. Maybe the hardest, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that's above my pay grade. I have no idea. I don't know how they program that stuff. They're psychos. The shaders and those graphics, physics programmers it's the dark arts.
At Rockstar, what is like your place of expertise, let's call it, or what are you working on?
Yeah, so I'm a designer. So with design, typically, and this is at pretty much every studio, like design makes what you play. So it varies from studio to studio. I'm trying to figure out the most tame way to walk around this. But yeah, just building stuff the player plays. Building stuff player plays. Engineers sort of build the systems that designers use. So everyone's programming, but it's just different parts of the kind of the brain. The brain being like the engine and the whole game working together.
What game inspires you from a design standpoint?
That's an amazing question. This is so sick. I never get to just geek out about games like this. Sorry. Okay, from a design perspective, I mean, I'll start with Inside just because, again, try again. And, we completely ripped it off. But yeah, I remember that game really blowing my mind because I think with Outer Wilds is another good example of this. What Remains of Edith Finch is a great example of this. I mean, there's so many, but for me, I got a little sick of games kind of telling Hollywood proper narrative, very traditionalist narrative. Last of Us is very much like a cinematic story with a game. It's the most incredible story. So it doesn't matter. But I think the thing I really like about, Outer Wilds, Edith Finch, Gone Home, Inside, is that those stories can only be told through a video game, through that structure and through linear narrativity. And like that I want more of, like in the AAA space. The medium actually being the way to tell the story rather than it just being like trying to fit into these different boxes. So yeah, I mean, Edith Finch, like mind-blowing game. Like that is, I think, one of the greatest video games ever made.
Prime example is one I see here that you've listed that I'd love to talk about. Shadow of the Colossus. Gameplay, story, it all just comes together in a way that can only happen in video games.
That game is like really up there as the greatest ever. Like it's on such a different level than anything. It still holds up too. Like it's still crazy when you play it. And yeah, I think that's a great example of like a AAA game that uses the medium to tell its story. Like I think it would be a weird TV show or movie or even a book. It's just the vistas and that game is so good. They're doing something new right now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I think it got announced at the Xbox show. It's like he's like climbing up this transformer head. This like hurricane of robots is coming through or something. It looked crazy.
I totally remember Shadow of the Colossus, my first playthrough. What was it, PS2?
Yeah, PS2.
There's this beast or Colossus that you fight in the air, but before you fight him, meet him in the air, you're standing somewhere and you see this bird start swooping towards you. In your head, you're just like, no way the game wants me to like jump and grab onto this thing as it crashes into me. Well, let me see if it works. I know I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna try it. And then you're just like, oh my god, it worked. And now you're just flying through the sky trying to tame this beast over the skies of this giant world. It's incredible.
I don't know how they made that on a PlayStation 2. And the remake was really amazing that they did a couple years ago. The fact that like they have a grabbing mechanic in like a AAA combat game, yeah.
I can't think of another game where I got that sweaty just playing that game. Like my palms, I could feel my grip, the sweatiness of like, oh, I'm gonna drop.
100%. Yeah, and it's just the Colossus. Like, there's nothing else. Like, that's what's so cool about it. There's something to be said about minimalism in games, I think, and that's like Inside is another good example of that.
Huge world. Only things you encounter are the Colossus, basically. As far as I recall, there aren't any real NPCs, right?
As far as I remember, I haven't played it for a while, but there's no treasures or anything. Maybe like at the like little arenas that you'd fight, but I don't even remember that. It's literally just like
lizard tails. That's about it.
That's yeah. I put it on the list because it's like this PS2 era is like when I was just so deep into games. Everything I played was just changing my life, and there's so much creativity in the industry at that time.
Was PS2 Uncharted 1?
I think, and this is my coworker Max, shout out to Max, who's the best and the most knowledgeable person on games I've ever met in my life. Except for maybe you guys, honestly. Like I was listening to the podcast. You guys are insanely knowledgeable. It's crazy. I was talking about this with him recently, and he was like, no, Uncharted 1 through 3 all came out for the PS3, which I could be wrong, but that's what he said.
I think that sounds about right.
I think they all came out for the PS3, which is crazy to put out 3 games in one series on one console.
Shocking if true. Oh, wait.
Oh, I think we lost
Brandon. Okay. Let's wait for him to jump back.
Yeah. But isn't that crazy to do 3 of one game on one console like that? Like that would never happen in it.
That's crazy. I'm gonna check.
Wait, look it up.
PS3. Yes, the Uncharted series was released on PlayStation 3 with Uncharted Drake's Fortune 2 and 3. Holy crap, man.
If you remember like the way it was very like advanced graphically and like technically. Uncharted 1 doesn't really get it yet. Obviously Uncharted 2 is just like that massive leap, but
I definitely remember seeing Uncharted 1 on PS3 and being impressed, but the fact that they took Uncharted 2 and took it into a whole nother level, it's so good that my mind thinks it couldn't be on the same console as the original.
Yeah, totally. 2 is so good.
It's a giant leap above the original.
I love 3. Actually, I love all of them, truly, but 3 is amazing. There's just something about 2 that I feel like everyone goes back to. Like the story is so perfect.
All right, he's back. And oh my God, Adam, I can't believe you just told me all that awesome information. I swear never to tell anyone. Super, super honored to have been given the whole ending to Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, there's going to be a security outside my door in a second.
Just to be clear to everyone out there, I am joking. It was a big joke. We're going to move into this day in gaming, and I think it actually falls very much in line with something that I'm sure you'd love to talk about, Adam, because this day in gaming, the Nintendo 64 releases, I believe it's 1996, alongside only 2 video games, Pilot Wings, 64, and our dearly beloved World renowned, game-changing video game, Mario 64.
It had to be Mario 64. There's like no other option.
And when you talk about a video game that's like, how are they doing this? I'm like in the castle courtyard for an hour before I even like start the game, breakdancing and backflipping. I can't believe this guy can do all this stuff.
Yeah, Nintendo they've invented so many genres of game. They're like the Beatles, you know? They're like the Beatles who overcharge for what they make. I look at it now, I'm like, why is it so like blocky? Because like at the time it was like better graphics than like Cyberpunk, like to me, you know, when I was like 7.
Could you imagine? Yeah, it's the cyberpunk of its time.
Yeah.
Over anything, the controls were the miraculous thing to me. Just how tight those controls were and how at the drop of a dime you can just turn, do a cartwheel, whatever. Like you just had such control over Mario in that game. Nintendo knows how to make a game feel good, right? Game feel. It's a whole thing nowadays.
Yep. They are the masters. That's why everyone has tried to make Smash clones and they just can't.
I think Rivals of Aether
Yeah.
has gone close. Feels real good, but something about Smash, they just got it figured out.
Yeah, I loved multiverses. I played so much multiverses and I didn't get why. I was super bummed when that was done.
You didn't want to see my Harley Quinn in multiverses, man. I was hitting them loops with Harley Quinn.
I had a pretty good LeBron for a time, for sure.
I love that there's even just a game where we can talk about our characters, Harley Quinn and LeBron James, are really good.
Yeah, I wanted them to add Oprah like so badly. I thought that would have been the funniest thing ever. But they obviously didn't. Yeah, like that would have re-sparked the the fandom for sure.
Definitely some bizarre characters in that game. But yeah, the download rate and like the concurrent player numbers initially broke
Huge.
records for fighting games.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't hold. I was playing that pretty adamantly, looking at videos of tech and learning characters and figuring out combos and stuff, and then it just kind of fizzled out.
Yeah, I feel like that's what everyone's doing now, though. They're like just chasing like the hobby game kind of thing. So these games just like if they don't get to that, to Minecraft, Roblox, GTA, Fortnite, if they don't get to that level, they just get scrapped. Like that's what it seems like, just from like a fan perspective.
What's that game that Sony spent $1 billion on only for it to get shut down in like 3 weeks? Concord, man.
Shout out to Max again. His controller at his desk at work is a Concord PlayStation controller. He got one somehow. 3 weeks that was available.
They were chasing something, right? Like this free-to-play model, microtransaction model. I think we're kind of exiting that era.
Yeah, it seems like we're in like a pretty transitional space within the games industry. Yeah, like the Lethal Company's peak Schedule 1 is like sort of the new normal a little bit. I'm like hoping it kind of goes back to like sort of a AA thing, 2000s AA, old Ubisoft model. Like, Clair Obscur is a perfect example of that. Hell Is Us, which just came out for PlayStation, is, I think, a really good example of that.
Reviews are pretty solid for that one.
They're AAA, but they're not, they're not like modern AAA. I want that to come back so badly.
Yeah. I agree. I do want to remember about the nostalgia factor of the podcast. I want to know, what is the very first game you ever played? What was it? What console? And walk me through it.
I think the first game I ever played was Star Fox on the N64 at my friend's house.
Ooh, what a first game.
Yeah, I remember going to this kid, Dan Plonsker's house, who I still kind of know. And his brother had an N64, and they'd play like Star Fox, Super Mario 60, like all those games. And I really, really, really wanted a console. And my mom was like, you have to wait till you're 7. And then she got me PlayStation 1 and Crash Bandicoot, which was my first like owned game.
How could you not become a lifelong gaming fan after witnessing that as your first video game ever?
That's true.
Do you think they'd ever make like a new one? What's their thoughts on that?
I think we want Star Fox more than Nintendo wants to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think we want Star Fox. Part of me thinks that it will never satisfy the we all crave.
I don't know. I think you could do it. If you had like that quality of writing, voiceover actors, and they kept it a rail shooter versus being like, let's do Star Fox open world.
Yeah.
If you kept it to its roots, there would be no competition. Again, I can't think of any other rail shooters.
I think what you do is you make it AA, not like this AAA thing. You honor Star Fox 64 and what that game was for all of us, and you make it $40.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, I like that idea. Like that's what I want. $40 to $60 games. Like even 60 is a little high, but like more of that. Just 2-year development cycles. Like let's get that back.
Talk to us about Mario Kart.
So I don't know. In college, I played so much Mario Kart. It was like all we did before like going out or something. We would just play. Beerio, and I'm like not good at chugging beer, so I would lose.
I've actually never played it myself, so I don't know the exact rules. For our listeners, can you walk us through what the rules for Beerio Kart are?
Okay, so the rules of Beerio Kart are it's like a normal Mario Kart race, but you have a beer or two, and you have to finish the beer before you finish the race. And if you finish the race before you finish the beer, it just doesn't count. You're just automatically scrapped.
Adam, you forgot like a crucial rule, my friend. You're not allowed to drink and drive. So you got to park your car to the side of the road, take a swig, because you can't drink and drive, and then you can go.
Safety
True.
first.
No, it's true, and that's why the strategy of drinking right away is probably the best move. And I, again, can't chug beer for anything, so just I'd get killed in every. I'd try to like go to the finish line and do it, then I'd lose, and I just always lost, honestly. During COVID, we were playing so much Mario Kart Online on Switch, and there's like this thing that people got into where they'd let players start the race, count 20 seconds, and then try to beat everyone.
I was about to say that's a little sweaty, but then I do remember that Mario Kart does tend to give you way better items when you're behind. So in some ways, it can be strategic.
Yeah, this is, again, back to James. This is a James thing, you know? Yeah, I think that's what it was, because you'd get like a bullet bill or whatever, and you'd get blue shells, and you could like work your way back up.
I may be wrong, but I actually think I recall seeing a video recently. The term is called bagging. You stay back on purpose to get a really strong item and like catch up with something powerful towards the end. And I guess, yeah, you bag it up.
He would like drive the other way, which I've definitely done a few times. You like drive the other way.
Wow.
And then you come back. I don't know if I ever won doing that. It's just for the sweat for sure.
James, you scumbag.
Shout out to James. He used to be #1 in the world at Guitar Hero when we were in middle school. It's not even a
Holy
joke.
crap, dude.
Yeah, he's a psycho. Crazy at video games.
I walked into a GameStop one day randomly, and there was a Guitar Hero tournament popping off. Like, I was good at it, but I wasn't trying to enter any tournaments. But that day, man, I was a man possessed. I don't know what happened to me that day. Songs that I never completed in my life, dude. I was just out of body. There was a dude there that like lived Guitar Hero. It turns out he was a friend, a mutual friend I had. And every time I'd see him at parties, he'd be like, "Can't believe you beat me at Guitar Hero." Like he had this grudge against me. I'm like, dude, I was just going in to buy Star Fox Adventures for GameCube. One of those ill-fated Star Fox video games.
It all leads back to Star Fox at the end of the day, like everything, you know.
Actually, I'm curious, Adam, how do I word this? Do you aspire like to one day create something your own Grand Theft Auto?
Well, actually, before Rockstar, when we did Try Again, like if you look at it on Steam, it says it was like developed by the Rejects, which was like kind of like the core 9 of us who like kind of like did a lot of the work on Try Again, the kind of core team that really built the game. We formed a studio and we went out and pitched it everywhere, you know, and then we did like, you know, like Annapurna Devolver, all the kind of, who else, like Secret Mode, Kepler, like all the big ones, honestly. And as to be expected, like nobody really took it. We had a really great pitch though. Honestly, it was just, you know, I think the money and like this unknown team and whatever. And then all of us kind of got jobs at different companies. Like people went to Amazon for games and Fortnite and PlayStation, Google, like everyone just kind of went to these different companies, obviously, because we just needed jobs, health insurance and stuff. And so it just kind of died. We shut down the company. In my life, in the distant future, so far from now, would love to have a studio again. My dream is to remake, but I like really do like a whole new vision of it, is the game Def Jam Vendetta, the rapper fighting game. Do you remember that game?
People love that game.
I want to bring that game back and make it a rhythm fighting game with all music called Vendetta.
That's pretty good.
So nobody
That's a pretty
take
good
that idea.
pitch. It's a pretty good pitch.
That idea.
You hear you can unlock Parappa as a secret character?
Wait, really? Is that true? Dude, that'd be so. Okay, well, if I ever direct it, I'm gonna do that though. If I get to make that game, I promise you that's gonna.
Yeah.
It's so sick. Like the tie-ins to all, like you do, like obviously it leans toward hip hop for sure, but you do it like eventually tie-ins to, you know, like what Fortnite does, like the Fortnite model, but like not free, but free updates.
Pay for the game, but then get free updates. It's definitely something you don't really see anymore.
Yeah, like I've been playing the new Skate a lot because I'm a huge Skate skateboarding video game fan, like obsessive. Like I think I could write a paper on it. And I've been playing the new Skate for a while. I think it's great. They've done an amazing job. But I definitely was like a little bummed that they're doing like the free to play.
I'm a sucker for them. Like as much as I hate to admit it, I mean, I jump on every free to play.
It really works, yeah.
That was a game called Knockout City, man. I was the goat at Knockout City, man.
It was so good. It was so
good, man. It had everything. Dude, I swear, I tell my group chat all the time. Apex Legends, Warzone,
yeah,
all these free to play games, Rocket League, whatever. I was never better at any of these games than Knockout City. I am so mad they took that from me, dude. It was the one game I could carry at. I was like, guys, just stand behind me. Don't worry, I got you.
I swear to God, all the games that I've been like good at that I was like, oh, I could like really carry in this, and like I could really, make some, or games that get canceled and shut down in like a week and a half, like because
exactly.
I was playing the new Battlefield with my friend, and I was so bad, like it was embarrassing. I was like, what are you doing? What was the one that was like, it was like Knockout City, but it was like wrestling moves. You'd like suplex someone off a building.
Rumbleverse.
I was so good at Rumbleverse, the most pointless game to be good at, like ever. If like they started doing, like crazy league tournaments for Rumbleverse, maybe I would have had a shot.
Yeah, it had some cool fighting game like mechanics too. You got like dragon punches, fireballs, 360 suplexes, all that good stuff. Shall we move into our this or that section?
Let's do it.
We're getting ready to wrap things up here at the DoPL Arcade. It's about closing time, and we're about out of tokens. We're going to do a little this or that. And I figure, as a developer and someone who I'm sure is a big fan of indie games, I thought I'd go the indie game kind of route and talk a little bit about this or that between some of those. And then maybe we'll throw in some AAAs too.
Yeah, like towards the end, just a couple good ones.
So we're going to start with Undertale or Hollow Knight.
Ooh. This is so bad. I haven't played either of them. The weird part is that I've like watched so many videos of them, but I know that doesn't really count. I guess we go Hollow Knight because Silk Song just came out, and I will play it eventually.
All right, Hollow Knight or Cuphead?
Cuphead for sure. Yeah,
all right.
Cuphead. Beat
Cuphead. It is
such a crazy game, by the way. Like the hardest, most amazing. Yeah. Have you guys played Cuphead?
I've played Cuphead. I have not played through it.
We dabbled in it for like a minute during a video game weekend that I do, and it was just so damn hard. I was like, what is happening?
I was watching the episode where you guys were talking about that video game weekend you do. I thought that was really cool. That's so sick.
If you don't mess with Cuphead, Brandon, then I redact my statement about you maybe enjoying Hollow Knight, because it's kind of that. So Cuphead or Dead Cells?
I feel like any game I've played, I'll just defer to that one. Cuphead.
All right, Cuphead or Celeste?
That's actually really good. I love Celeste.
I love Celeste.
Celeste, probably. Yeah,
let's go.
Celeste is incredible.
Top 3 indies for me.
Yeah, an amazing game and beautiful message and everything. Just great game.
Yeah, Celeste or Inside?
I gotta go Inside.
We already know.
Yeah, Inside's like gonna be hard to beat. I'll tell people my favorite game of all time is Inside. They're like, what? But it's it's one of one.
Okay, so Inside is gonna probably be Outer Wilds.
They're both so good. Outer Wilds is so good. Oh, that's so tough. Okay, I'm gonna say Inside, but I'm curious what both of you think on that one as well.
We've heard great things about Outer Wilds. It's on our list of games where we want to play.
I was going to start it this weekend, and then the news dropped about Hades 2, and I was like, I can't start this game when I know that Hades 2 is coming in less than 10 days. I am going to play that game for sure. Too many of my friends whose taste I trust want to shake me for not playing that game, so...
Yeah, it's a true masterpiece. Me and Ray were talking about there's just too many games this year, and like every game is so massive. It's like you have to literally just choose and invest time, or else it's pointless.
There's too much, man. There's too much. I was just telling Ray, I was like, I've never played Metal Gear. It's like the remake's out. Should I play that? And everyone's like, if you've never played the other one, original, you should play this one. I was like, oh, God, there's too many.
I know. And then October, you have Ghost of Yote, Battlefield 6.
God damn it.
And Ninja Gaiden 4.
I'm cooked. I'm cooked, man.
Yeah, it's like...
So I'm gonna hit you with last but not least, because Inside is gonna be impossible to top. Inside or Expedition 33.
GTA 6.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Where does your loyalty lie, Adam?
You want a job?
Games that are out, we'll say. Games that are out. Inside or Expedition 33?
Yeah.
I don't have children, but I feel like that's like picking between my children, like that's crazy. I have to go Inside because I made a game that like ripped it off. Expedition 33, is the game of the year for sure, at least in my eyes. I feel like Silksong's giving it a run for its money now.
I think it'll be Expedition. I think it's going to be Expedition. I don't know, man. I think Donkey Kong is going to be in the conversation too, along with Silksong. But those three, I think, will probably be in the conversation.
I think Ghost of Yote will be pretty
That's
impactful.
right.
I think Kingdom Come is going to have a big run. I think Split Fiction's going to have a big run, honestly, for all those awards. Did you guys play Split Fiction?
I'm trying to convince Brandon to get
Why didn't we play that when you were here? That was a no-brainer. We should have done that when you were here.
An absolute no-brainer. It always happens that way. What is it? Hindsight is 2020.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going with I gotta go Inside.
Okay,
all
there
right.
we go.
Sounds like we have our winner. Inside is the greatest game of all time.
People are gonna be like, what? I want them to release their new game, Playdead, but they work in Copenhagen, so they have good labor laws and they don't overwork there.
What's that like? We're about to say goodbye. How about we sign off with a little Guess That Tune? Brandon, you got one for us, or should I go into my bag?
Go into your bag. I got one for next week. And you got to sing it like KK Slider, remember?
Oh, wait.
Brandon's got it.
Oh, yeah, is it that was the hint for me, honestly. I'm assuming it's the underwater level of 64. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Mario 64. What is it? Dire Docks.
Dire Docks. Watch out for that scary
Oh my
heel.
God, man. I've Google searched. Are there other people who are scared of underwater stages in video games? And there are many of us, guys. It's not just me.
There are dozens. Dozens.
Yeah.
Subnautica, just the whole game.
Yeah, dude. Echo the Dolphin when I was a kid scared the crap out of me.
Echo the Dolphin scared you?
Dude, there's an octopus in that game that looks like way too real, dude. It's like a photorealistic octopus in an era where I was like, was playing Sonic. Terrifying.
That Mario 64 underwater song is top 3 for me. Like, it's so good.
I fall asleep listening to that. No problem.
Everyone talks about the Donkey Kong underwater song, but I love the Mario 64 one better.
Very soothing. Very, very soothing. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us here at the DoPL Arcade. We want to thank Adam for joining us. Anywhere you'd like listeners to follow you at or anything of that like.
I'm not a big social media person, but play Try Again. It's on Steam. Download and play Try Again. Play GTA when it comes out.
Try Again looks incredible. Super awesome that you even put something so cool together.
Thank you. Shout out to the team. They killed it.
Shout out to the team. Shout out James once again.
Yeah, shout out James. He's going to listen to this too.
All right, man. Thanks once again for hanging with us, Dopplers, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, peace out. Hey, everybody. It's Ray here. Just wanted to thank you for tuning into the Dire Pass Level Podcast. If you want to hang out and join us for the next episode, make sure to like and subscribe. That way you're notified when our next episode releases. If you really, really, really liked it, you'd do us a solid if you left us a review. Reviews are a great way to spread the word about our podcast, and the more gamers to share these stories with, the better. All right, we'll see you next week. Have a good one. There we go.